Hey guys, so today I'm going to show my whole Lego collection. I've been collecting this since the age of 2. I'm very excited. So I'll show you guys. Come on in. This is a rescue helicopter. So as you can see there's a gear, and if you turn that, it moves both of the propellers. One here and one there. And then we have a hook that you can reel it in and put it down. Also with that, there's an accessory. It's called a stretcher. So you reel it in, and then you have to give them the first aid treatment. Then you have to take them to the nearest hospital. So that's it for my helicopter, so let's move on to the next one. Next we got a rescue flight. It's the same kit as the helicopter as I showed before. So as you can see here, there's a gear. And if you move it forward and backwards, the wings go backwards, so when I move it this way, it moves all the way forward. And with it came a stand. So I think you have to put the plane here. Then you don't need to attach it, but you just have to place it there. And there it is, a rescue plane. So next I'm going to tell about this massive one. So this helicopter, I got it in Switzerland. As you can see, if I move this gear here, the blades move. And here, as you can see, there's a really smooth door that opens and closes. So here's a probe. Submarine probe that you can just put it, if I squeeze this a bit, you can put it in the helicopter itself and close the hatch. It's also got some wheels so you can move forward and backwards. So as you can see, there's also a minifigure in there, a Lego minifigure. It's glaring, but I don't know if you can see it. Let me take it out for you guys. So that's the Lego minifigure that comes with the set. And that's the inside of the helicopter. Put it back in. And I think that's it for this helicopter. So this is my second helicopter. It's made out of Technique pieces. So as you can see, if you move this, the back rotor also moves. And I think there's a gear for it. No, there's no gears for it. So you can also move the rudder by just pushing it forward and backwards. Like that. And there's pistons. So if I move the rotor, the pistons move here. And you can see the gearing right here, right there. This is the cabin. The cabin, it's not much really, but it's the cabin. And there's many gears here, not as much though. So this is it about the helicopter. So I'll move on to one of my boats. So here I got a yacht. So you can move the sail by just moving this, as you can see there's a rubber band clipped, as you can see there's a rubber band here that moves it, the blue rubber band. So just move that and it moves the sail across. And you can see there's rudders. You can move those rudders side to side. But I'm pretty sure this doesn't float, but you never know. This also got wheels, so it can move on land. For Lego. So you can move it on land. That's for the yacht. And for the boat, it also has wheels. You can move that forward. But the wheels, when you roll them, it moves the piston and it moves the back propeller. So this has a really cool design that I really like. This is one of my favourite boats, including that too. So I also got this Hydrojet, I guess. Don't know if it's Hydrojet actually. I didn't put the stickers on, but I don't think it's jammed up. I think the piston's a bit jammed up, so I don't think they'll work right now. But it's got wheels, then I think it moves the propeller a bit. And yeah, I think that's it for the Hydrojet. So here I got an orange Chevrolet. So it has nothing much, but you can move the wheels. You can move it left and right. So if I open this, you can see the pistons. You can see it moving up and down, which is really satisfying. So I think that's it for the Chevrolet. So here I've got a go-kart. It has a steering and it can be steered. As you can see, the suspension's there. No, as you can see, if I move it that way, that moves left. So if I move it left, this orange thing moves left, and then it hits this and it moves the wheel. And sometimes it gets jammed up, but you can fix it really easy. And you also got some gears here. Got 3 gears. As you can see, the first one moves the piston. The second one doesn't, neither the other, but the third one does. It does it really fast. The second one doesn't at all, but the third one does it really slow. This hasn't got a lot of suspension, but it's quite cool for a model. So this is my second car, maybe truck. This is nothing much really, but the pullback. Same as these two. And this too. So all of these are pullbacks. So this one is a F1 car. This is just a race car, I think. This is a truck, and this one is also a truck, I guess. So this is one of my RC cars. I can't make this work because I think there's something wrong with the remote, but I'll try later. So this, you can put the batteries in, load it up, and then get the remote and then it'll work. So this has tracks, and it actually has good grip on a lot of surfaces. It's nothing much really, but you can just open this and close it back on. So that's it for the RC car. So now I'm gonna talk about the Ducati course bike. So as you can see, this has a lot of suspension. Quite a lot. You can move it left and right, the front wheel. So as you can see, I took the plates off, and I think you can see the pistons more clearly there. you have to put on that gear and then move it forward. So the chain also moves here, and on the other side there's a lot of gears here. 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 or 6 gears then. So this is it about the Ducati, and next I'm going on to my BMW bike. Just plate this back on. So this is the BMW bike. It hasn't got as much suspension as the Ducati, but it's still a bike. So you can move the wheels here. There's also pistons here, right there. You can see it moving. There's also storage boxes where you can open it here, and then close it. Some in here too. You have to just press. You have to press it, and it opens. Same with the other side. So this hasn't got as many gears as the Ducati, but it has a stand, which I think is pretty cool. So I think this is enough for the bikes. So here we have a truck. So this is a 4x4 truck that's powered by 6 AA batteries, and it's got a lot of suspension. This is also controlled by a mobile phone. I'll do this demo in a separate video. So this is the old bucket wheel excavator. It comes with a truck and a huge contraption. So I put batteries in this. So here's the control panel. So this is where you can move it forward and backwards. This is where you can choose which one you can move. And this one you can move it sideways, 360 degrees. So I'll show you moving it forward. You have to just push those two. So it takes a bit. It goes a bit slowly, but I think it's a bucket wheel excavator, so it goes slowly anyway. So you can also move the wheel itself. You have to press this, and then it'll move. And you can see here, it moves. So like, this is like the dirt, the gravel, the stone. So I'm just gonna put it in here instead of doing the bucket. I'll just put it in here for you. So it goes up. So it goes through there, and I think it goes back in the truck. So these are also a small control panel here, which I'll talk to you about later after all of these small ones. I just have to tip this over. So it just needs a little bit of help carrying the thing in. So it travels through the conveyor belt. Travels all the way through the conveyor belt. And back into the truck. this all into 360 degrees. So if you put that back, you can put that and then move that back. So I think it's turning. Yeah, it's turning a bit. Turning very slowly. Very slowly. But it'll take a bit too long for it to turn all the way, so I'm just going to turn it all the way back. For transport, so you can move it each way around. So you can have multiple trucks waiting for the stone or oars, and then like, you can lock it. You can lock it where you want, put the coal in, go turn it, lock it, and then put the coal in another lorry. So next I'll be talking about this contraption, where if you turn it, it moves this extra bucket all the way up. As you can see, just right there, just you can see it's getting higher. That's the highest it goes. That's it about the bucket wheel excavator. So this is a little truck. It has a small suspension to make it move, and there's a gear here. Now if you tilt it, it offloads all the coal and oars. And that's it about the truck. So this is the ISS, International Space Station. I got this as a birthday gift. There's many functions in this too. So these are maybe the radar. No, what do you call it? These are the radars. There's a lot of them here, and one at the bottom here. There's 4.
The International Space Station is a large spacecraft in orbit around the Earth. It serves as a home where crews of astronauts and cosmonauts live. The space station is also a unique science laboratory. Several nations work together to build the space station. The space station is made from parts that is assembled in space by astronauts. It orbits about the Earth at an altitude approximately 250 miles. It travels at a rate of 17,500 miles per hour. This means that it orbits the Earth every 90 minutes. NASA is using the space station to learn more about living and working in space. These lessons will make it possible to send humans farther into space than ever before. This is a robotic arm known as the Remote Manipulator System, or Canadarm2. It is used to help construct the station by grappling and moving modules, or by moving astronauts into position to work on the station.
So this is the place where the astronauts stay, and I have some mini astronauts, micro-sized. Look, we got a Crew Dragon spaceship, which I already showed earlier.
And a research module.
And last but not least, we have a space shuttle.
Space shuttles were used by NASA in the past for transporting crew and cargo to the International Space Station. These shuttles have been retired and moved to various museums in the United States. The space station has a volume of a 5-bedroom house or 2 Boeing 747 jetliners. There are also laboratories where astronauts conduct their science research. Stretching out to the sides of the space station are the solar arrays. These arrays collect energy from the sun to provide electrical power. The arrays are connected to the station with a long truss. On the truss are radiators that control the space station's temperature.
So here we have multiple
Research module.
docked to it on the back. This is the docking station itself. You can move the solar. You can move the solar panels back and. You can move the solar panels back and forth, just like that.
Astronauts can go on spacewalks through airlocks that open to the outside. Docking ports allow the other spacecraft to connect to the space station. New crews and visitors arrive through the ports. The space station's laboratories allow crew members to do research that cannot be done anywhere else. This scientific research benefits people on Earth. Space research is even used in everyday life. The results are called spin-offs. Scientists also study what happened on the body when people live in microgravity for a long time. NASA and its partners have learned how to keep the spacecraft working well. All of these lessons will be important for future space exploration.
So I think that's it for the ISS. So this is one of my really old sets. This was a Volvo Excavator, I think. It was really cool. It ran on batteries, and as it was like on the bucket wheel excavator, it had a control panel. But it doesn't work right now because it's really old. This is probably maybe 5 or 6 years old, and only one thing I can show that actually works. You can just put this up by just turning this gear. I think that's how high it can go. Yeah, it also had lights here. It had glowing lights when I turned it on, but it doesn't work now, as I said earlier. So when it used to work, you can pick things up with the claw, pick things up, lift it, and then drop it, or just do whatever you want with it. With the controls, it can turn 180 degrees. So you can move forward, you can move the up and down, you can also move this forward, I think. Yeah, this, you can move it down like that. As you can see, there's a piston there, some sort of hydraulics going on here. You can push that down, push it back up. And yeah, this is it for the Volvo Excavator. So this is a mech that I got from the Lego shop itself. This is a mech from the Overwatch game. It's called the Bastion itself. So it's got a red light right here, if you can see it glowing. And it can transform. Let me just transform it for you. So pull these down, and push it up. Pull that down. That back up, break it around, push the arm back there, pull the arm up, pull both of them up, then turn the whole body around. Here I have a Bastion, so I'm still transforming it. So just put that bit down. I think it's on this. Put this bit down. Pull that up, pull that up. Then you've got the legs. Just push that up. Wait, no, I don't think so. Just push it up a bit. Then pull that down, turn it. Then you get this, some sort of machine gun thing. So this doesn't have that much things, but it does have a turret here, hand turret. It has a light, and it has many moving legs. It also comes with this bird. Okay. So just place that on. I also have a smaller Blizzard exclusive one. This is the same thing but in a different colour. It's called the Omnic Bastion. This can't transform though, but it still has the same things as that, but it doesn't have light. But it's still the same. This turret on the back, you can see. Yeah, I think that's it for the mechs. Move on to the last and final. So it's been such a surprise that I've had this for 10 years and it still works. So this is my Lego 7938 set. I've been having this for probably 10 years and it's been really fun, and it was my favourite toy at the start of the year when I bought it. And I was only 2 years old when I bought it, so I didn't know how to build it. So I used some help to build it and somehow managed to build it all together. So it was launched in 2010 and I think I bought it in 2011 or 2012. So I've been having this for so long and this was my favourite set since. So using this remote you can make it go forward and backwards. So you can make this one go forward and backwards. This one is for if you get another set of trains, you can use this side of the controller to move that train. So for the controller you need 3 AAA batteries on the back, and for the train you need 6 AAA batteries, which is in the first carriage, right here. With this mechanism, if you put it on here and press this, it turns the train on. And as you can see, there's a green light over here, a small one. If I switch it off, it switches off. And you can do that from outside the train too. So that's reverse. And if I do another one, it's forward. So this is it moving forward, and if I turn this back once, it stops the train, and if I turn it back again, it does reverse, derail. So this is it in reverse, and if I turn one knob forward, stops, and another knob, it goes forward. So that's the driver in there. I just added my own minifigure because I lost the actual driver from the set itself. So yeah, that's it. So I got additional tracks where it splits into 2 other tracks. So I just made this stoppage thing at the end of here. So I'll show you that. So I just need to adjust this. I don't have the part right now, so it just changes track. So it just changes track. If I switch this when the train comes, it will change the track. So if I switch it back into this, the train will go straight. But if I switch it here, it will go across. So we have shortened the track, and I'm going to show the maximum speed of this train. Let's see. Now this is in reverse and maximum speed.
Next station is Lego House, where this train terminates. Get your creativity skills unfolding and explore the endless possibilities with Lego bricks.
Lego House, the hometown of the Lego brick, in Bilund, Denmark. It is 12,000 meters square large and filled with 25 million Lego bricks. The house offers experiences for children of all ages who want to develop creativity and explore the endless possibilities for learning through play and through the Lego brick. So this is a clipping of me and my cousins in Denmark in the Lego house. So this was really fun for all of us, and I would recommend you visiting here. There are large waterfalls, giant animals, plants, and large cities. So I'll share some pictures so you can look at it now. It's time for me to take a rest in the Lego waterfall. The History Collection. The official Lego Museum has hundreds of the most iconic Lego sets and a digital vault. You may even find your first Lego set and bring back old memories to life again. One of my Lego sets are in that museum. The Lego City Passenger Train 7938.
So these are my Lego sets. All these bricks have been collected from when I was little, and most of the pieces, or nearly all of them, are from broken Lego sets, because when I was young I used to break the Lego sets immediately after I build. And when I became like 4 or 5 years old, I think, I started preserving the sets. And yeah, that's it. This is the end of our Lego video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed it, press the subscribe button, like and share your views in the comments below. Now I'm going to show a hint of my upcoming video. Now here it is. See you in the next video. Bye!